draft law allowing extraditions to the Chinese mainland, despite a massive demonstration by organisers who estimate at least 1 million people were out on the streets. We can take you back to Hong Kong now and speak to the editor of the Hong Kong Free Press, Tom Grundy, who joins me now. Tom, Carrie Lam has been speaking to reporters. She seemed defiant.
Yes, perhaps in any other city having over 1 million people, that's 14% of the Hong Kong population protesting, might lead to some concessions. But Carrie Lam is certainly standing firm. She says that she has strong regret over some of the violent scenes towards the end of last night. But she said that the government has already listened and made some concessions, particularly on white-collar crimes when it comes to this extradition bill, and that it will be passed. She says we are duty-bound, and she's echoed what she's been saying in recent weeks, actually, simply stating that the government needs to explain more and that there are misunderstandings about this controversial bill.
1 million people out on the streets, Tom. What is the main thing they object to in this bill?
Well, there are fears from lots of different sections of society that if this bill is passed, it could see people with dissenting views on all manner of things that may affect China being extradited into the mainland. And we've seen a groundswell of criticism, hundreds of petitions, in fact, and certain sectors who aren't meant to speak up or are usually very conservative, such as lawyers, journalists, judges even, express concern over how this may be applied. Obviously, Hong Kong has the British system still of common law and very robust rule of law as well. And there are many human rights concerns, as lots of NGOs have pointed out, when it comes to the legal system in the mainland. So critics say these two systems are not compatible, and they're concerned about how dissenting individuals in Hong Kong may be treated.
And overall, Tom, are there people who are just concerned about what this represents, that the one country, two systems principle is being eroded?
Yes, so in the wider scheme of things, there is ongoing concern, particularly after the 2014 umbrella movement, that China is eroding Hong Kong's civil liberties and integrating the region into the mainland. In fact, the local government are quite open about a plan to integrate the city into the Great Bay Area, as it puts it. But just in the last few years, we've seen political parties banned, lawmakers ousted from the legislature, and others prevented from even running for election, as well as activists jailed. So this is seen in the wider scope of tightening screws by Beijing upon its autonomous city.
Tom, thanks for joining us. Tom Grundy there in Hong Kong.